Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy, Sports and Fitness Rants? I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, man. Got another great video for you guys today. As usual, you guys know the deal on this channel. It's all about setting the record straight, stopping the lies, stopping the narratives, stopping them from rewriting history, guys, and holding these guys to what? The standard. The standard that these all-time great players, or the supposed all-time great players of these past eras, this past era here, they don't want to live up to, man. They don't want to live up to the standard, man. They don't want us to hold them to that standard. And even a lot of these fake fans, I told you, the fans of those players, not of basketball, they don't want us to hold them to that standard either. This is why they'll cry in your comment section. This is why these guys are always crying and moan about stuff, man. Because they're now holding themselves to a standard or their favorite player to any standard that they'll hold these other all-time greats to. And LeBron James has exposed himself yet again, and once again, has proven me correct as everything that I've been saying on this channel, guys, about the standard and how LeBron James is not living up to standard, and how LeBron James don't play for the love of the game. He plays for the money and the fame, right? LeBron James says he has nothing else to prove, really nothing to play for, right? Basically, essentially what he's saying, he has nothing to play for. Because why are you playing if you have nothing to prove? I don't understand what LeBron James is doing on the basketball court, and I've told you he should have retired years ago. We're going to talk about this video, guys. And once again, I want to thank you guys, everyone across the world. Everyone across the states has been supporting my channel. You guys know I am truly, truly humbled. Everybody in the membership, thank you very much. Shout out to all you guys. I want to send a special thanks out to my man K, Q-U-E-K, coming through. KK, my man KK, coming through again, man. Much respect to you, man. A true supporter. Like I said, all the super thanks that you guys send me, man, it's truly humbling, guys. Thank you very much. I know money is hard to come by for a lot of us. So, guys, I don't care what it is, a penny, whatever it is, man. It means a lot. Thank you, man. So, once again, shout out to K for coming through with the super thanks. And you guys know what to do, man. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So, yes, guys, like I said, man, I wanted to do a video about this whole LeBron James and not having anything left to prove, and, you know, essentially saying, you know, basically having nothing to play for, basically, you know, because if you have nothing else to prove, then I don't know why you're playing the game of basketball any longer, specifically for someone like LeBron James, man, because this is what we're alluding to on this channel. This is what I've been talking about on this channel, guys. LeBron James is not playing for love of the game. He's playing for the money and the fame, and he's been playing for the money and the fame for a long, long time now, guys. He's literally been chasing the money. He's been chasing the stats for a long, long time, thinking that the statistics are going to do something to, you know, further his career or further this goal case that he's got going on. But when we think about LeBron James, and, you know, I see people making these videos about nothing to prove, and, you know, they said something of those kinds of nature, that kind of mindset, where, like I said, you feel like you've proven everything, you have nothing else to play for, essentially. You know, that goes to the same thing, the mindset that I've been talking about on this channel, guys, and in this fake GOAT debate, and exposed to this, right? This is a fake GOAT debate, and LeBron James is spinning his tires, going nowhere in this fake GOAT debate, right? He's not doing anything, and he understands this. So, once again, LeBron James is now to the point in his life, the realization where now he's tried to make it about the stats, and that did not work. No one cares about these stats, because once again, the stats are not leading to wins. They're not leading to anything. LeBron James is putting up a lot of stats here in LA, these quote-unquote numbers, and the Lakers are modern mediocrity. So ever since the bubble season, the Lakers have been the 7th seed, right? They've been fighting for the play-in every single year, even though they've been getting all the benefit of the doubts with the fouls, the free throw advantages, and yet still they're scraping by. They should easily be in what? The 3rd, 4th seed every season with those kinds of helps. So when we think about that, this goes back to what I'm telling you guys, that LeBron James has never been a true competitor. LeBron James does not care about the game. He's only here for the money and the fame. This is why he continues to ask for max money, right? He's continuing to ask for the max money. He won't give out there or take a sacrifice, take a pay cut, so to speak, or fall in line and play in an actual system, help his teammates help him. He won't do those things. He continues to have the teams pay him all this money, even though he's not giving the max effort. So he wants max money without giving the max effort. Lollygagging on defense, standing around on defense, crying and moaning to the referees while the plays are going on, flopping around the court, walking off the court early, not being a true competitor, not being a true leader, not galvanizing the team around you, showing poor body language on the bench, not listening to your coaches, ostracizing them, and basically blaming them and getting them fired. How many coaches now in LA? We've gone through Luke Walton, Frank Vogel, Darvin Ham, and now we have this clown J.J. Redick in there. So once again, this points to Instigating what? That LeBron James ain't trying to win. He's out here playing games. He's out here trying to build up his brand and make money. That's all it's about for him. And he's trying to tag along his little buddies, his cronies, so that he can go out there and do whatever he wants on the court and not have any pushback. Damn anyone want to coach this man. Damn this man playing a system. Damn the fans criticize him and hold him to a standard, because we know the media won't. They never do. And this is why I say they've lost all integrity, because they will not hold LeBron James to any standard. No remnants of any standard. And this is what we're talking about when this GOAT debate. You're not holding him to the same standard as the other great players. So when you compare him to these other great players, it's not a valid comparison. He gets exposed. So if LeBron James has nothing left to prove, once again, what are you playing for? Because I thought he was chasing the ghost in Chicago. I thought he was chasing the ghost in Chicago. I thought he was chasing him. If that's the case, and he's been chasing this guy Michael Jordan, the ghost, since 2016 is when he said that, what has LeBron James done since then that would lead you to believe that he surpassed Michael Jordan? He's done nothing to even be in the conversation with Michael Jordan. And that's what we're alluding to. See, LeBron James, once again, he's missing the point here. He doesn't seem to realize what we're talking about when he's asking for the respect, when he comes on the stage and says he's never achieved the game. What he's alluding to there, what he's talking about is the facts, the guilty conscience that LeBron James has. He knows that he's not respected by the true basketball fans. He knows that he ain't in our top fives, our top threes, our top tens. He knows that he's not there. So he feels disrespected because he feels that he should be up there with Michael Jordan and Larry Bird and Magic Johnson and Bill Russell and Kobe and Kareem and Will Chamberlain and Dr. J and Jerry West, right? And Tim Duncan and the Hakeem Olajuwons. He thinks he's up there with those guys, but he's not, because he's, once again, has not earned it and been worthy to be in those conversations. He didn't carry himself that way. And he continues to not realize this. So he can say that he has nothing left to play for. He has nothing else left to prove. Because he's thinking about what? He's thinking about the stats and the accolades. This is what he's thinking about. I'm a 4-time champion. I'm a 4-time MVP. I got 40,000 plus points. This is what he's thinking about in his mind. So once again, he's missing it still. He still doesn't get it. Everything that he does, think about all things that he does leading up to seasons, right? Last year, the Lakers are retooled, revamped. The roster's ready to go. Guys, these are the articles that they were writing. I did videos on this. Darvin Ham is ready to go. LeBron James is in the gym earlier, they were saying, looking young, looking like he's 25. These are the articles they were putting out there. Dave McNamara, Brian Windhorst. They put all these articles about how LeBron James looked, the Lakers look great in the preseason. Then what happens? The season comes along, the in-season tournament plays, the Lakers look good. They're winning games. They're winning that in-season tournament nonsense. And what do a lot of us say? That they're not going to be able to sustain this. They're being helped by this in-season tournament pool play. And once again, what happens? They win the in-season tournament. They over-celebrate it. And then they lose focus. The Lakers collapse. Lack of leadership from LeBron James and others. And what happens? They start making excuses. Injuries. This guy this guy that. Darvin Ham this. Darvin Ham that. More excuses for LeBron James. So coming into the season, everyone was hyped up. The Lakers roster was ready to go. The season at the end, it starts to fall apart. They don't live up to expectations. They're fighting for a play-in. All of a sudden now, their injuries, they're going to blame Darvin Ham or whatever the case may be. The role players get the blame, not LeBron James. And all throughout the season, there goes LeBron James, walking off the court early from time to time, right? Load managing when he has no injuries, just not playing games with soreness because he's 39. But they keep telling us he looks 22. He looks 25. He looks like he's young again. Which one is it? He spends all this money on his body, but then they make excuses for his age. It can't go both ways. You can't brag about it one way and then use it as a crutch the other. Don't go that way. This is what they do for LeBron James. So when we think about all this stuff, and LeBron James talks about he has nothing to prove, what he has to prove is the ability to carry himself as a professional, as a grown man, as a competitor, and earn the respect. Carry yourself with the integrity. Be honorable in your actions, the things that you say. Stop tweeting things and deleting them. Talking down to the people, the commoners, like we're nobodies. These guys talk down to us. It's insane. The things that they say, the way that they look down, it's like we're not other grown-ups. I'm a grown man too. You guys are not better than us. But LeBron James thinks he is. He's out there playing for the money and the fame, guys. He ain't out there for the love of the game. So he'll have the no trade clauses. He won't have the love of the game clause like Michael Jordan had. The guy who played with that true love of the game, who went out there and competed and gave it his all every single night. These guys were true competitors. A lot of these all-time greats, right? Larry Bird, these guys were out there diving on the floor, man, giving up their bodies, banging around in a physical era. Kobe Bryant gave the effort. Magic Johnson was a true competitor, man. He was battling against Michael Jordan in 1991. He wasn't ducking the smoke. He was taking it on. He was going at Michael Jordan. He didn't keep passing the ball away and being, I don't want to bring the ball up against Michael Jordan. He took on the challenge. And so did Michael Jordan. He took on the challenge. He went against Clyde Drexler in 92. He didn't back down and duck screens and switch screens and avoid Clyde Drexler like LeBron James against Kevin Durant. He went at him and he out-Clyde Drexler in the finals and shut him down, guys. On both sides of the ball, he beat him. LeBron James out there ducking screens, switching screens, not taking on the defensive challenge. This is what he does. Forcing his teammates to carry the weight for him so he can get his stats. So they can turn around and say, what? Oh, LeBron James, look at his numbers. His teammates didn't help him. But when you watch the video footage, that's not the case. The teammates were helping. What happens, though? The teammates are not helping in the way they're supposed to be. They're doing things they're not supposed to be doing. They're not playing the role. It's inconsistent. But LeBron James got nothing left to prove. Man hasn't won an MVP in his 30s, but he got nothing left to prove. LeBron James hasn't made an all-defensive team in his 30s, but he got nothing left to prove. To me, LeBron James has a lot left to prove. Once again, as far as how he carries himself, like I said, to be a true professional, a true competitor. LeBron James does not come across as a true competitor to me. He's inconsistent with these things. He's inconsistent. Think about his defensive effort, inconsistent. LeBron James won't play any defense or stand around, and then when he wants to run down and chase somebody down, he'll chase someone down. And ESPN, the media, everyone will talk about that one chase down play he had through the whole game, even though the other minutes, he's got hands on hips, biting his nails, blowing his hands, standing around, walking back on D, arguing with the referees while the play's going on behind him. They want to talk about the one chase down block that he actually gave effort in because he reserved the energy for one play. This is what his defense is amounted down to. It's boiled down to this. The inconsistent hustle. The inconsistent competitiveness. So you walk off the court sometimes. You load manage sometimes. Oh, this team's coming into town. Or we're going to play that team. Oh, it's the second half of back-to-back. I'm going to sit out against this team on the back-to-back. I won't play against a better team. Let me play against the worst team. This is the mentality of a LeBron James. This is what has been down. When Michael Jordan was on the Wizards, right, at 39, at 40 years old, 38 years old, right, on a bad knee, where he had a literal injury, a legitimate injury. We had things going on. The effort was consistent. The effort was consistent. Maybe the results weren't consistent, right? Like I said, when you're on one leg, you're 38, 39, 40 years old. You were out of basketball for like 3 seasons before you came back. The results weren't as consistent for Michael Jordan, but the effort was always there. So yes, maybe some nights he had 25 points. Maybe one night he had 15. One night he had 12. Maybe one night he had 50 on him. Dropped to 40. right? He showed the flashes of Michael Jordan. And why was he able to show the flashes of Michael Jordan? Because he was consistently giving the effort. The effort was always there. So on defense, he was what? He was present on defense. He was always there on defense. He wasn't standing around with his hands on his hips. He wasn't just standing there. He wasn't just walking back. He wasn't arguing with the referees while his teammates playing 4-on-5. He wasn't doing these things. But LeBron James does this consistently. This isn't once in a while. This is consistently. This is literally every game. So you can see LeBron James with the shoulders up, the palms up all the time. That stupid look he has on his face. The walking back effort. You see it every game. And then all of a sudden, he wants to give effort and give some energy towards the defensive end. And then that's what they'll highlight and hype up right on ESPN the next day. That's what his fans will talk about the next day. Oh, LeBron James had a block last night, and you guys say he don't play defense. Dude, you're talking about one play in a game that LeBron James saved up energy for. And once again, he's not giving the effort on defense so that he could chuck up his shots and get his offensive numbers. The flat-footed rebounds. LeBron James have 10, 11 rebounds in a game. 0 or 1 offensive. Even though he's literally the biggest player on the court 99% of the time. No offensive rebounds because he's not giving effort for the rebounds. Whatever rebounds fall to him, he grabs. Other guys are boxing out. LeBron James steals a rebound. No one talks about it. When Russell Westbrook did it, they'll say and talk about it. LeBron James does the same thing. They talk about how great a rebounder he is. All the rebounding numbers he puts up. Even though there's no offensive rebounds, one of the worst offensive rebounders at that position in the history of the game is a mediocre rebounder for his size at that position. Dude averaging 7 rebounds a game for a career in the weakest, softest era of NBA, where you're one of the tallest guys every single night, and you ain't giving one of the best athletes, and you get 7 rebounds a game? That's sad. Meanwhile, Larry Bird was out there getting 10 rebounds a game in a way more physical era, going against legit big men, battling down low. I love when people say, oh, LeBron James is a perimeter player, and he averages 7 rebounds. That's, what? He's a perimeter player? Since when? He hasn't been a perimeter player in a long time. I see LeBron James standing down low a lot and don't never get no damn offensive rebounds. And he's the biggest guy out there. He's a perimeter player now. The perimeter players can't get no rebounds? You're a small forward. Man, once again, and more excuses for LeBron James as to why he's a poor rebounder at that size. So, LeBron James obviously has a lot left to prove in the eyes of the true basketball fans. A lot left to prove. And he knows he does. This is why he'll say things like, I haven't cheated the game, right? This is why he continues to call himself the greatest of all time. Because he thinks he's going to speak it into existence. That's not how the world works. That's not reality. You can't just keep telling people you're the greatest of all time and people are going to believe it. You got to go out there and earn it. And if you got nothing up to prove, then why are you playing? You're only playing for the money, and that's what it looks like to me on the court. You're only playing for the money. You're playing for the fame. You're not playing for that love. You ain't playing to win. Are you playing to win? Is LeBron James playing winning basketball? The Lakers have been mired in mediocrity. Been fighting for a play-in every season. Because he's not playing winning basketball. Because he load manages. You stand around on defense. That's not playing winning basketball. You're not being a true competitor. You're not helping your teammates help you. You're not practicing hard enough. These are all the things, guys, that lead into winning. You're not helping your coach. You're not being coachable. The team's not winning. They're inconsistent. But LeBron's got nothing to prove. I thought you playing for wins. You're chasing the ghost of Chicago. The ghost of Chicago is way ahead of you, man. See, this is part of the problem for LeBron James. He really believes those stats mean something. You spend your time going nowhere, LeBron James, and his GOAT debate. Going nowhere. All this time in LA, he's moved the needle nowhere. No MVPs in over 10 seasons. No all-defensive teams in over 10 seasons, which shows you're not giving the effort in over 10 years. In your 30s. But they continue to promote longevity for LeBron James. That's the problem for him. They're promoting longevity, but LeBron James ain't accomplishing anything. Nothing. He got some meaningless all-NBA third selections. Who cares about that? No one cares about these all-star games. that your corny fans are voting you in on? Your bots? No one cares about this stuff. You haven't won a legit championship in a long time. And in my opinion, you have never won a legit championship without a super team. LeBron James has never won a title. Never. And in 2016, he needed a suspension to assist him. A suspension. Name another great player that's had another starter from the other team suspended in the finals. Name them. You can't find them. But LeBron James fans love to talk about the injuries and all the excuses for his finals teams. Oh, 2015, Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love are hurt. You love to bring that up, but you never want to bring up the injuries for the Warriors in 2016. You won't talk about the injuries for the Miami Heat in 2020, where the whole team was literally decimated with injuries in those finals. An 8 seed, by the way. They don't want to mention that stuff. Or how you needed 3 months off in the middle of a season to assist your team making a finals run, where a lot of players didn't even play. There was no road games, no crowd, none of this going on. They don't want to talk about those kinds of scenarios. They don't want to talk about Dirk Nowitzki not feeling well in the 2011 finals and LeBron James, Dwayne Wade making fun of him, right? Being a front runner, showing no class, no honor. Once again, not being a true competitor. You're mocking the other player. Is that being a true competitor? But LeBron James got nothing left to prove. He just got saved by Steph Curry in the Olympics. Literally saved him. Saved the USA team. Steph Curry did this. We witnessed it against Serbia. LeBron James lollygagging, standing around and biting his nails, hoping Steph Curry's going to make a shot, hoping that Kevin Durant will make a shot, hoping somebody will play defense and bail him out. And Steph Curry does this, but LeBron James got nothing to prove. I'm telling you right now, the facts remain, guys. LeBron James has done nothing to further his GOAT argument since he's been in LA. There's never been a GOAT argument, a quote-unquote GOAT debate. We laugh about this. There's no true basketball fan. Whether you believe Michael Jordan's the greatest of all time or not, it don't matter if you believe that. There's no true basketball fan that believes that LeBron James is anywhere close to Michael Jordan, that there's any kind of debate. There's no debate. There's no conversation. There's nothing. There's not even a memo. There's nothing about it. There's nothing. We know this. LeBron James knows this. But he continues to believe that if he plays, gets these stats, right, that he's going to somehow have, or he keeps telling us he's the greatest of all time, or he pays off all these clowns out here in the media to pump these lines out here and bend reality, rewrite the history, right? Pump up Scottie Pippen and take away from Michael Jordan's competition. They think they keep telling this nonsense that we're going to fall from the banana in the tailpipe. But this is why I'm here, guys. To educate you and stop them from rewriting history, set the record straight, and hold the standard. LeBron James ain't living up to the standard, and he knows he's not living up to the standard. We know that. LeBron James does a lot of talking, but he don't stand behind those words. That's why he deletes his tweets. Remember, a grown man says what he means and means what he says. LeBron James don't do that. So he'll bumble around his words. He'll tweet things and delete them because you're not standing behind what you say. And you're not saying what you mean. You respond and react off emotions. These are the LeBron James fans. They're emotional. So they say weird things. LeBron James says weird things out there. That's why he deletes these weird things. He's not a grown man. He's not a true competitor. He's not a true professional. He has not carried himself that way. He's a straight goof, LeBron James, man. He's a fake fraud. That's what he is, man. And he knows he is. His career has been manipulated through the media. Unlike the other great players that built themselves up on the court and earned their reputations on the court, LeBron James is trying to build his reputation through narratives and lies. Oh, I'm a pass-first player. Look how many points I score. That's a narrative and a lie. I can guard 1 through 5. That's a narrative and a lie. I make the players around me better, my teammates better. That's a narrative and a lie. He does not do these things at the level that they want you to believe he does. They want you to believe he's all-time great at every single aspect of NBA basketball, of playing the game. That's not the case. Oh, LeBron James is the greatest all-around player of all time. What? No, he's not. Not even close. He's a poor rebounder, doesn't play defense. He's a terrible leader. He's not a true competitor. He can't shoot the ball. How is he the greatest all-around player of all time? What are you talking about here? To me, LeBron James does nothing top 5 all time. There's nothing that I look at, any aspect of the game, and you're like, oh, he has top 5 handle, top 5 jump shooting, top 5 clutch, top 5 defender, right? Top 5 leadership, top 5 intangibles. Is he a top 5 scorer in NBA's history? I don't think so. Is he top 5 passer in NBA's history? I don't think he's a top 5 passer in NBA's history. He ain't top 5 in defense, not his position, none of this stuff. He ain't top 5 rebounds at his position. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? What does he do that's top 5 all time, LeBron James? Flopping around? Forming super teams? Walking off the court early, maybe? Standing around on defense? He's top 5 in that. He does that all time great. Getting help by the referees? Tweeting and deleting tweets? He's top 5 in that. Fake reading books? He's all time in that. He's all world in that. All galaxy. Dressing? He might be one of the top 5 weird dressers. Well, maybe not, because these guys are weird, man. So maybe he ain't top 5 in that. Load managing? You name another superstar player. These guys, I mean, come on, man. These guys are load managing now. He's a top 5 load manager. For someone of his status. Ducking the smoke? He's a top 5 bumbling and stumbling on the basketball court. Top 5 in turnovers. You guys know the deal, man. LeBron James got a lot to prove, man. And he ain't going nowhere in that GOAT debate. Work on your dribbling, dude. Stop working on your body. I keep telling you guys. He spends millions on his body but pays on his game. What are you doing? You should have been working on your jump shot. You should not be airballing free throws in year 21. Year 20, year 18, year 19. You still airballing free throws. You still don't know what to do at the end of games. Still stumbling and bumbling out there. Still standing around on defense. Ain't got nothing to prove, but you want to be in a debate with these guys and you doing all this nonsense? Not taking any accountability still. No ownership, no leadership. But you want to be mentioned with guys like Dr. J and Jerry West and Bill Russell and Magic Johnson. Hell no. No way. Always blaming your teammates. Always. But you want to be mentioned with guys like Tim Duncan and Hakeem Olajuwon? What? It don't make no sense. You guys know the deal, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one.